Eyeing some SPY calls here real soon. All right, so I'm gonna sell two at 25%. We just hit 50% here, guys, on a single trade. But what I try to do now is just follow momentum. So if market's going up, this is the call out that I did on the S&P 500s. And before we break it down, just to give you guys some context. Good morning, my fellow traders. Time is currently 7:46 a.m. and it's been over an hour and 15 minutes into the market, and I'm not really seeing too much. I'm just waiting for the bulls to do whatever it wants to do. I'm not necessarily looking for puts, but what I am looking for is a nice direction to a solid upside. So first, I need this next 15 minutes candles to close either above the most recent highs or reject here. So far, it's looking very bullish though, so I do like that. I wouldn't mind taking calls. 4 stocks are breaking all-time highs today: Amazon, QQQ, Google, and there's one more, I just forget what it is. Oh, and Meta. Those 4 stocks are breaking all-time highs, which is amazing. So that's probably why we're getting a nice pump here as well. But we need to wait for an actual solid setup because Nvidia and AMD are pulling down here pretty strong. So it's making the market kind of just kind of weird for me as far as what we're actually going to do, because AMD and Nvidia are pulling down, but the major stocks are pulling super hard up. So we're going to see what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys if we take a live trade, of course. Today I do got to leave at 9 a.m. So we only have about another hour 15 minutes into the market, and we'll see what we can catch here real soon, guys. Sent the trade idea plan to the Discord about QQQ 5 minutes. Calls here looks pretty decent. Very interesting. SPY's about to break out of this flag too as well. Nvidia is at the support. It does look pretty bearish, but if it could easily bounce if market starts bouncing. Plus SPX is also holding too. Apple's going crazy. Amazon, Google, a lot of stocks are going pretty bullish today, so we might just follow the market trend. I'm thinking about eyeing some QQQ calls here real soon, but we gotta wait patiently for an actual breakout. Or on the hourly time frame, we did break above the most recent resistance levels, so we just gotta play it safe and actually fake out on Nvidia and AMD. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't trust puts when SPY, SPX, and QQQ and everything else is pulling up all-time highs. Put setups are just not in favor. So waiting for SPY to break out here, which it looks like it most likely will. So we're gonna look for a call setup here soon, maybe on some QQQ. Eyeing some SPY calls here real soon. 15 minutes about to get a close here. Honestly, I should probably enter in at least one of them. Actually, 3 of them. So I'm in 3 of them for $57 a piece. I just alerted the Discord as well. So I just put my price target and my stop loss. Currently at the 90 EMA on the 5 minutes, which is perfect. Nice retest. Let's see how this volume does. So we're about to get a 5-minute close right above the 90 EMA on the 5 minutes here. Should probably even add in some more contracts here since I'm only in for 150 total. So we're up 8% on this trade right now. It's currently busting, about to hit 10% here real soon, any second now. Wow, 16% on this trade right now, but we're looking for some more, guys. Wow, 21% easy. All right, so I'm gonna sell 2 at 25% gains here, and I'm gonna keep 1. That's what we're gonna do. So we sold 2, kept 1. Let's see how much this last one can go up for. We just hit 50% here, guys, on a single trade. These things are going crazy. All right, so we just sold that last one at 40% gains. That was such a good trade, guys, off the first trade, first catch. We're doing a lot better every single day. So on Monday, we took 25 or 20-ish% gains. We saw 25, but we sold at 20. Yesterday, we sold at 35%, 30-ish% gains. And then today, nice, 40%. We saw 50, but we sold it at 40. Very good trade. Had a nasty trade live recorded it too off of some SPY calls here. And we did hold halfway to price target. Price target is all the way at 608, but we did collect a nice 50% or 40% on this trade. Live recorded went nice. We're gonna see what else we can catch because I do got to dip out of here in like the next 30 minutes. Our contracts were first trade down. You guys can see it is a live account for anybody curious. It's blue, not yellow. $57 entry, sold them at 78, sold 2 at 72. And them things are going crazy. They're currently at 93 right now. So definitely another lesson learned as far as holding even longer. Man, them things are going crazy. A lot of stocks are pulling back here, so that's why I sold out. You guys can see right here, Apple is straight rocketing down. Nvidia's pulling back just a little bit, but everything else is going absolute crazy. But we had a good trade off the first one, and we're still gonna see what else we can catch. If we can catch anything, if not, we'll just leave it at that. That was a good one right there. We're back home. It's almost 7 p.m. and we're ending up the vlog. We're gonna end it here, guys. I hope you guys had an awesome day. It's the midweek, so we're gonna go over real quick and show you guys what trades that we took today, what the setup was, and what we could have done better on, because man, I need to learn to hold even more. Even though we caught a nice 40%, we're doing better every single day. Monday was a nice 20%, Tuesday 30%. This time we held all the way and sold the last one at 40%. We still need to hold. I know we can't always catch 100% on every single trade, but well over 40, 50, 60% on every single trade that I take. So let's dive into the market and show you guys what we took, and then we're just gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna do for the rest of the night, post my trade ideas, show the Discord what stocks I'm looking at for tomorrow, what setups we have. And one thing to keep in mind, guys, is even though if I have a call or a put setup, doesn't necessarily mean I'm bearish or bullish. It's just in case whatever happens in the market in the morning. So for an example, if the market decides to go bullish, let's say for an example tomorrow, it doesn't really matter if I have put setups, because if it never comes down to those levels for me to take puts, then I don't really care. I always have call setups as well. So just in case the market does go bullish and I have only put setups, I always keep in mind that I have a couple call setups too as well, so I can play both sides. It doesn't necessarily matter. Most people will try to pick a bias and stick to that all the way through, which is what I used to do too. Sometimes I would say I'm bearish, so I'm only gonna look for puts. But what I try to do now is just follow momentum. So if market's going up or down, whatever way really, make sure you have both setups to either direction, whether it's on a single stock or multiple different ones. So sometimes I have put setups on Nvidia and AMD, or sometimes I'll have on the same day, I'll have call setups on Amazon and Microsoft and Apple. So I hope you guys did good, and let's dive real quick into the stocks that we traded today. This is the call out that I did on the S&P 500s. And before we break it down, just to give you guys some context, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I said I have whether I'm bullish above a specific area or bearish below. Let's break down this little. So you can see on the 30-minute time frame, and we traded this and talked about this in yesterday's vlog when we were around the general area and we rejected it. So I'm bullish if we get above here, and I'm bearish if we get below this area. So keep that in mind. Remember, above this area right here. Now check this out. So here's this photo here, and look what happened here. In the morning, market rockets above that level and never even comes to retest, which is what I expected. So you know what, I decided to wait for market to maybe consolidate a little bit, and that's exactly what happened. Market consolidated just a little bit, created some type of bullish flag, and decided to get a nice breakout. So I called out SPY at 8:15 a.m. when the 15-minute candle closed here at 8:15 a.m. and I'm gonna show you guys 8:15 a.m. right here. Look at this. This is that candle here, 8:15 a.m. Reason why I entered is very simple, because it's breaking out this little flag or this little downtrend. Candle right here breaks above, so I could have entered here, but I waited for us to make sure we do like a nice little retest, or at least dip down a little bit so I can get some good entries on my contracts. And this is where I messed up at. So not only did we collect a nice 30% here or 40% here, which is totally fine, and we saw 50% here, the fact is that I added this little support area and I said, if we break below here, then I'll sell my last contract, which is what I should have kept and stuck to the plan with, because after that close where I thought we would start reversing, it just instantly starts rocketing. Definitely probably would have sold on this next few red candles or this long way to the downside, but lesson learned, because it literally looks exactly like this area right here. So it's always good to look back at your trades and see what you could have done better, and that's how I've been improving as well. And you guys see the process and the journey and the progress every single day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.